Greetings, Emily. How are you? check. I want to make sure. I gotta turn myself up a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That's better. Thank you for being here. My camera's a little fucky because I fucked it up earlier. Of course. Better. So, I hope everybody had a good solstice. Of course, now I know that not all of you celebrate the solstice, but I still hope that whoever does had a good solstice, or a Yule, or a Saturnalia, whatever you want to call it. I'm good. I cleaned today. I got a bunch of stuff done around the house, so that's really good. And tomorrow my brother will come over and we will eat fondue together, so that's nice. Yeah, and I've been doing a lot of reading again. And now I'm actually off until next Thursday. So 6 days. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. So I have 6 days to kind of catch up on my reading and catch up on my painting and stuff like that. And I'm really excited to do that. So that's good. Today I didn't paint, but I really kind of thought it wasn't going to happen because I did get up at a good time. I didn't get up super late, but a lot of stuff needed to be done. So I didn't really have the time to paint, but instead I read, and that's fine. So tomorrow, because I got everything done today, tomorrow when I get up, all I got to do is, pretty much eat and exercise, and then I can just get on painting, and then maybe streaming later on. Oh, well, Kevin comes over later on, but I don't really, I was just even going to say, I don't know if streaming is going to be anything that I'm going to do, because I know everybody, most people are Christians and they will celebrate Christmas with their family. So, Oh, hi, Guar. How are you? Greetings. Yeah, sorry I didn't come in yesterday. I didn't feel, I didn't, let's not even get into it. But yeah, I didn't come yesterday. But it's okay. I think I probably made the right choice anyway. I think I can. My vision leads me to believe it would have not been busy yesterday in the stream, so that's good. So I'm here today, Making a mold for a pendulum. Okay, so what is this pendulum gonna be made out of? I don't know if I'm asking the wrong question, or I don't know, because I don't know. Okay. Oh, okay. So then what does that mean, you're making a mold? Yeah. I know, I just thought you were making one from scratch. That's what it sounded like to me when you said you're making a mold for a pendulum. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay. Okay, so a miniature mold. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can you share some of these images? I'm interested now. Oh, well, I mean, you know, you can just type it. Type what you saw. If you want, of course, that is. You know. Okay, cool. But while while they're doing that, what do you got planned, Emily? You got a good celebration planned with your family and with your husband, or what goes on with you there? The Necronomicon and the Egyptian Book of the Dead. So you must have used them both or something, because those are two different things. I know. That's cool. So there was definitely a lot going on in your little ritual there. I don't think so. I don't think images can be uploaded here in this chat. At least I don't think. I don't know. I don't know if they can. Oh, you put a link. Oh no, I think I may have this option turned off. I'm sorry. I just get a lot of scam stuff in here, so I'm very cautious and have most of these things turned off. But you can send it to me on my in a whisper. That should definitely work. That's okay. So what is it that you actually participate in or practice, Guar? Is it are you an occultist, or what would you describe yourself as? Are you a witch, or are you a shaman, or? Okay. Demonologist? With that, then, so are you Catholic? Mm-hmm. What is LHP? Ow. Oh, okay, I see. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So you're very much motivated by similar things as I am. That's pretty cool. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So did you do any a ritual on the solstice? Reason, energies are very high at that time. Um, I find it a perfect grounds to do so. Unless your energy is disturbed, of course. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, I guess it depends on the individual. Uh, you know, I think it is actually really related to years of practices and, and whatever we have, set root in kind of sticks with us in a sense, and then that's where we can find the tranquility to exercise our rituals, wherever our energy has been flowing, Of course, you can always change it and redirect and everything, but yeah, I see. Oh, yeah. Negative energy from people? Just energy from people in general is to be filtered thoroughly. Ah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you've been doing that for a long time. Yeah. That's awesome. That is really cool. Oh yeah, so many places that needs to be traveled to, that need to be traveled to. Ah, that's really. I can only imagine that that is a very different looking and feeling area there. I can only really imagine what it would feel like to be there, to go there. That kind of opens my thoughts a little bit, because we have our like particular places or specific places that we think about traveling to all the time, that we envision what it would be like to be there, what it would be like to go there and everything, what it would it feel like. But places that we don't think about, and then somebody brings them up, then it makes me think, every place in the world, in on this earth, has their culture and the secrets there in the culture. Yeah, I mean, visually I don't find it so hard to so difficult to imagine. It's more like it makes you think, what does it smell like over there? What do the people look like? What are the different sounds? What is the temperature feel like? I try to envision myself being there. When I meditate, I often do that. Uh, and it gives me a little bit of the opportunity to gather a little bit of slight information, because it's kind of like meditation for me is sometimes my spirit will partially travel to that place, astral travel to that place, and then I can take something back from it, and you know put it in my repertoire of experiences, but not all the time. Yeah, very interesting. I find other cultures very intriguing. Very much so. I any spiritual teachings or cultural teachings of any different countries and peoples, I always find it very enhancing to my own. Oh yeah, given that climate, there's a lot of crumbling, there's a lot of decay, there's a lot of possibly deadly creatures as well. So I hope. One day, unfortunately, humans will invade that and rot out anything that can be a danger to them. Humans are a cancer. Yeah, AI in itself, perfect thing. On the other hand, programmed by imbecile and incompetent humans might not work well in the world's favor. Unfortunately. Because the people in charge are the ones that will program these, and what will happen then? Although I must disagree on that, because marry you to you too, Kenjen. Oh, I was just gonna say, what? I was like, no. Nah, of course, I believe that it can be a total enhancement. I believe in the right hands, it will be a revolution, a revolutionary, an evolution of any technology ever invented. This is a thing that can potentially be the best thing ever in the world, and unfortunately, it's going to be in the hands of incapable humans, greedy, money hungry, etc., whatever you want to call it, humans. So it won't serve us much. It won't destroy us, but because these greedy and money hungry humans need us to live their their huge lives, but they will use AI technology to destroy every little living fiber outside of humanity. Beasts, flora and fauna. Yeah. The point of my life I'm reaching where, because you go through life in your, adults, beginning adult stages, teenage years, you think of death and you're afraid. But as you learn more, you get to understand it more and more and more. And the more you understand it, the more you embrace it, and the more you become less fearful of the ultimate, like evolution of yourself, which is death, I guess. And it's just like, I really, as much as I want to live this in, this life in a way, not in this body necessarily, but with the same mind. I don't want to be here when I do not want to see the worst horrendous actions humanity can pass on to this planet. I wish to pass on before that. So, what's up, Serenity? Thank you for coming in. What's your question? Well, let me shuffle the cards and see. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot lately, and I'm really just... I have a sense, but regular mundanes, as we call them in a certain community, would never understand that sense and would ridicule it until the day they are fucking slaughtered by what my sense is. Sorry, I'm still bleeding. That's why I keep doing that. So it is really futile. Most people, as we can see, care about superficial and shallow shit that is not valuable and or important in any way whatsoever. Not to themselves as their soul and spirit, or whatever you want to call it, their energy, or anything pertaining to anything important. Anyway, here we go. Oh. Alright, Serenity. 9 of Pentacles. Looks like people are not saying anything bad about you. Looks like people are talking about you as a somebody that has money. Somebody on the wealthy side is what they're saying. Somebody that has material good fortune. And that you are independent. That's what they're saying about you. At least that's what I'm getting. So nothing negative. This is not negative. They're talking positively about you. Because what you have to them is good, and that's what they would like to attain as well. So that's good. Yeah, kind of. Hi, Florida Metal. How are you? Greetings. Thank you for coming. Okay, Guar. What would you? Is there anything in particular Thank you, Guar. Oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Oh my God. God damn it, I can't stop bleeding. Yay! Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. So, Guar, would you like anything in particular or just a general? It's up to you. If you have something in particular that you would like to, inquire about, you can let me know, and we can. Yes, that was so nice. Oh my God, thank you. Okay. Yeah, what is their feeling, emotion towards you? Let's see if we can see something. I'm curious to see. That's a good question, you know? Cuz you're curious. Okay, so the Six of Wands inverted. So this is about your internal struggle, or so it seems. This is about some sort of delay, unfulfilling results or efforts, and failure to adapt to situations, okay? And that is about yourself. That is not really related to your family. It almost seems like you're not giving yourself really the credit in a sense. Failure to adapt to situations. Yeah, so there's a little bit of trickery with circumstances in your life that you're having a hard time, you know. Yeah. I really find it so weird that it's called imposter syndrome, because the syndrome itself doesn't have anything to do with an imposter in that sense. It's really weird. It's totally kind of different from what you would imagine. I don't know. I find that weird that they named it that, but all right, let's move on. Okay. Three of Pentacles inverted. Now, this could potentially be related to your family circumstances, because this one is about mediocrity, poor workmanship, or quality, but in a sense that you used to work well with somebody close to you. Which could be a family member, which could be a friend, which could be somebody who is close to you, and you used to work very well with them in a creative environment, and now it's just kind of very sloppy and not really up to par what it used to be. Just kind of almost like lacking the, lacking your conviction in what you're doing. But it does seem related. Indeed. Yeah, it definitely does seem related to somebody that you used to work with in a creative environment. Okay, so let's move on. The Hanged Man. This is not really about your family either. Not much about your family impression of you, just somebody that you're close to. But yeah, the Hanged Man, yeah, well, it is just about kind of it's just a little bit of a follow up. It's all kind of the same thing. It's kind of like you're doubting yourself. You're letting opportunities pass you by. You're letting time pass you by. You're not seizing the moment. Yeah, missed opportunities is really the word. And you're also indecisive, okay, about things. So it seems to me it's okay. Yeah, it seems to me that this is really all related, and this is all about one particular thing. Is about you doubting, doubting your own abilities, kind of delay, unfulfilled results, mediocrity, poor workmanship, and opportunities missed, and time, letting time pass by. So this is all. This seems to be inner conflict. Really, I don't think it's really related. Yeah, well, this could be a little bit attached to a person that you used to work with in a close bond of some sort. That is no longer the case. I think, yeah, sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it takes a hard time, and then finally you reach that point where you decide. I feel like it happens that your subconscious breaks through, and then you decide. Suddenly you decide to overcome, and then you become something better, and then you're still suppressed by humans around you, because now you have changed, and now they are scared, because they're not in control, because you have changed your demeanor. So now they feel like they have to freak out about it. That happens all the time. It's not a good feeling. Many evolutions I've undergone already, and I have never changed, unfortunately. But the day will come when I'm by myself. I can change to what I want to be. They're not wondering that. If they're wondering that, they're not wondering that usually because of their own. People do not actually show actual compassionate interest in another human's development at any time. If they do, it is because of their own thoughts. They think of their repercussions. That's why it's super important to be able to be objective. Objective, in my opinion, is really, to be objective. You have to look at something in a very factual way, but you have to also be cold, like literally from the inside out. You have to be cold, and then you have to feel it physically that you're cold, because you have to remain completely emotionless when you give your professional opinion on a matter, or whatever, your well versed, your educated opinion on a matter. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I think it relates to, when I look at, for instance, my best friend. There's not there's we don't speak on a lot of spiritual matters, but if she was to tell me about her spiritual development in any which way, I would never think about myself when she talks about it. I would only think about her. And if there's any thought of, that would include me in the thought, would be about how can I help her? How can I not be in the way, or how can I not persuade her to anything? How can I just be supportive and enhance her own growth spiritually, And most people don't do that. Most people will try to manipulate, and they will try to push a person some way, and often I think it's a 50-50. Half the time it is they do it purposefully, intentionally, and then the other time they're not really aware that they're actually doing it, because it's just a normal human reaction to think about themselves. Well, as humans, think about yourself in a selfish way, and think about how can this affect me. My best friend is spiritually developing and evolving. How can this affect me? And I have to immediately suppress and oppress anything that my best friend will do if it can harm my own greed in any way. Oh, I gotta read all that. Yeah, there is. I black is the color, because you can, black absorbs. It's a whole. It absorbs things that you don't want around. Holds it steady and tight, right? And aesthetically, you cannot go wrong with black, because any other color accents black. That was something I learned from my mom, actually. But it also just makes sense, even just looking at it. You don't have to learn that from somebody you know. Well, I've said this before in the satanic community. It is the opposite. It is considered having a big ego is good. Having a small ego is the problem, because ego means ich. Ego means me. Ego is literally the Latin word for I. So it is considered good to have a big ego, because if you have a big you, ich, me, I, then you don't have to, do these things, that people do, these ways of acting out and everything. Because if you have, so basically you can call the ego confidence. If you have big confidence in yourself, then it's okay. Then you're okay. If you have very little of yourself, that is, a tree. It's a little, envision it as a little tiny bonsai tree. If you have a big bonsai tree, then it's okay, because you have a lot there, But if it's a little baby bonsai tree, you're always going to try to make up for the size, We can use other things too to make up for that, but it is really true, And selfishness is a problem. Selfishness is a problem. I myself am a little bit selfish sometimes, and I got that from my father, because my father was a very selfish man, on materialistic levels, but also on other levels too. But I know he had a heart and a spirit that was deeper than we can think, but he didn't act upon it. He acted upon his selfish self, and that was a problem, and that caused devastating circumstances for me and my brother in my life, and my mother as well. Mentally, let's put it that way, emotionally, but I literally 90% of the time I wear black. If I don't wear black, I wear red or white. Well, no, because, I mean, you can't say it like that because egotistic, being egotistical is not something that is completely like, you know, what you're doing is like you're using the words. Yeah, technically, when it comes to the word itself, it would make sense, yes, what you're saying, Kenjan, but, we don't use it like that. I just like to, and whenever I talk to people, I just like to explain to them that when you really learn, it is okay to say, oh, he's got a big ego, because that's the common way of putting it. You don't have to sit here and say, okay, I have to change it now how I say it. But I'm just bringing to a point that things are said differently in different areas, but meaning the same thing. But no, see, exactly. You have enough confidence to fill the universe. Well, what? You didn't owe me any bids. Thank you, Guar. No, for 500 bits, you get a 10 card reading. That's what that actually is. Yeah, I know, Kenjin. I know. Which is a type of red. Wow. Still bleeding. Well, purple is great because purple is the exact mix of red, which is the heavy color, which is the saturated, which is the color for aggression, which is the color, we say it is fire, it is love, it is passion. That's red. Saturated with blue, which is a cold color. And, which is a color that relates to oftentimes water or protection. So mix these two together. It's a nice feeling. Lukewarm. Yeah, exactly. Oh, nothing. I tried to cut my fingernail and I cut into my finger. Ugh. What an awful color. I can smell that color orange. You know that? The color orange smells like a plasticky and also moldy and like acid, and I hate that. I hate it. No. Yeah. What kind of porridge? You're welcome, Guar. You're welcome. Yeah, take a break. Take a break. It's still bleeding. I don't understand. I don't understand What's in there? What's in this porridge? Mm. Oh, yeah, that was good rap song, or good, good bar right there. Oh, that wasn't even a whole bar. No, I know we brought that up now. Orange porridge, yeah, Eminem can rhyme. Orange with porridge. It doesn't rhyme. The only reason why is because he contorted the word in his fucking weird rapping thing. That's it. Oh. Trust me, I don't care. He is the best rapper in the world. But he's an asshole, too. You know? And I pride myself, but even just saying these words, I pride myself on da-da-da-da-da makes you da-da-da-da-da, so insane. But it is true that I'm proud to say that I really, my whole life, and that's really awful, and I'm trying to change that, is really, I try to always focus on being diplomatic and not being an asshole. Being nice, even to people I don't want to be nice to. Because lead by example, right? I wish people were better and kinder to the creatures of this earth. So I have to do the same thing. But, nobody sees it. Nobody still is my friend. Nobody is still part of my community, part of my family. So I don't give a fuck about any of you. Work on what? Your shitty rap songs? Yeah, you do. I'm just kidding. Kenjin's actually an exceptional rapper. Don't want to believe it. Let us just take Kenjin's cult rap and destroy it. Kenjin is an excellent rapper. So he is. But I guess, it's kind of like I always say, one of those reasons why I don't consider myself a musician, right, is because, now it's a little bit different. Now I can kind of consider myself a musician because I can play multiple instruments, I can play the guitar, I can play bass, I can play a little bit of keyboard, I can sing, right? So I can kind of consider myself now a musician, Assault Rifle Omen. Oh, wow. Greetings. Welcome. Hey, Assault Rifle, can you shoot off my finger? Because I'm still bleeding. No, I rap too. I rap. When I was in middle school and high school, I rapped. A rap song. It was actually a diss about another girl. Went viral around my high school. Everybody's listening to it on the Walkman. Yeah, I recorded it and everything. I used "Drop It Like It's Hot," like the beat and the thing for my diss track. Yeah, laugh all you want. I did that. But what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted by, yeah. Exactly. See? There you go. Remember that? Ooh. And I had my diss track on there. I can't even remember what the diss track was. I probably have it written in my lyrics somewhere. But yeah, I had it recorded and everything. My whole point was that to be an actual true musician and a good musician. I do believe you should be versed in multiple instruments, because a musician, that is literally the definition of all instruments. You can make music with any instrument given to you, pretty much. And I believe that. And that's why I can truly say that Kenjin is an exceptional musician. And I can truly say that I have not met a good musician like him in my life that can do that. I know my grandfather was the best. My mother was a great musician. But not for living people, I guess. Living cancers. Kenjin is the best I know. But I think a lot of problematic scenarios occur for giving too much credit to people all the time too. But I'm not afraid. Ooh. Ooh. Except for you spelled "you're" wrong in that scenario. Sorry. That was the first thing that jumped out at me. I know it's going to be thrown in my face. Watch. I give it like 15 hours. This comment now will be used against me. Open fire! Anyway, thank you for this. Anyway, I am certainly nothing. I am nothing. I'm a little shrew. A little piece of fucking like leaf. Actually, a piece of leaf from a leaf compared to the trees that I work with. I must say. Yeah. Musically, that is. Are these people good persons? Highly questionable. Musically, the best. So I really do believe myself to be very lucky to perform with these excellent musicians that I do perform with, that I get to write music with, that accepted me into their own worlds and communities as the vocalist and then bass player, as well as vocalist, and then guitarist as well as vocalist. I will always reflect all the time. I do it automatically on the luck that I've had, because there are musicians out there that they're good, but they have a limit and they will never surpass that limit. And I do work with musicians that evolve and that become better and better. And that's who you want to work with. You never want to work with people that have exhausted their limit and cannot grow past it. That's when you become... you will be stuck in a stagnant place in your life, because also... you cannot learn, because what makes me want to learn, what motivates me, is because I do not want to drag behind. I want to become as good as them. I want to surpass them. So I set my bar high so I can shoot for high. That's what I always try to tell people. When people want to say these words, it could be worse. That is never a sentence you should base your life upon. The reason why is because it is, first of all, naturally, obviously, could usually always be worse. That's pretty much a given already. But you want to orient yourself up. You must set the bar high, never low. Because setting your bar low, like, oh, at least I did that. Now you're orienting yourself downwardly. Set your bar high. But I didn't do this. I could have done this. I could do this. Strive high. Always go high and further. Never look down. Well, it's okay because it could be worse. It could be like that, which is worse. No, don't do that. It could be like that, which is better. And trust me, as an artist, I very much understand the biggest thing that comes with that is fear and anxiety. Not, shaking fear, but like disheartening and discouraging, right? You feel discouraged because you think, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. There were many things in my life that I didn't think I could do. I didn't think I could sing. I didn't think I could play the bass. Not in a million years. In a billion years, I didn't think I could play the fucking guitar live on stage. I did it all. And you know what? It was not as difficult as it seems to you then in this moment to be this biggest thing that you have ever undertaken. But once you start doing it and you go with the progress and you are patient and you let yourself see your progress, of course, encouragement from others does help, motivation from others does help, but oftentimes you don't have that. When I learned bass, I was pretty much like by myself. I was put down by somebody that I cared about a lot, that I thought was like, I was thinking we were going to be together, as something in the future that didn't happen. And I'm now, years later looking back glad that it didn't happen because he's a piece of shit. Okay. But he was not motivating toward me. He was a narcissist and he only ever talked about himself. He never tried to help me. He never tried to encourage me. It was not a thing. I was by myself. I had nobody to help me. I had to do this on my own. And I did it on my own. Then, other musicians came into my life and they helped a little bit, but basically I did it on my own. And trust me, there will be times where you will say, I can't do this. Because you cannot master a certain way of putting your fingers. You cannot master a certain song. You will sit there for fucking 3-4 hours. You're like, why can't I do this? I fucking suck. I shouldn't even be playing this shit. Why am I doing this? Blah, blah, blah. I went through all that. That is a normal reaction. You gotta go past it. Don't ever give up. I hate saying that. It's so cliche, but just keep going. Just ignore it. Don't even think about this words, what I just said. Don't even think about that. Just the next day you pick it up and you try it again like nothing happened. Like you're trying it for the first time. You will succeed. Yeah, when you talk about cancer, when you say, I don't want to be buff, I want to be buff, but I don't want to work out. That's not exactly what I mean, but it's like, you can be like, you look at this buff guy and you say to yourself, dude, I mean, I could totally look like that, but I really don't want to do it. But it's like, I mean, I look okay. It could be worse. And now you're done. Now you're done. Now you're not going to do it. Pond scum? What the fuck is that? You can tie your own shoes? Well, I mean, that's a step in the right direction. Florida Metal. You can drive a car. I know that. I mean... Thank you, Florida Metal. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's really... That means a lot. That means a lot. Well, for me, what prevails is that has never been the case because I'm a person like when I do something, I stick with it. I will see that shit through to the end. You know what I mean? Like until I can reach a certain level, and then I kind of start getting a little bit on the fucking setting my bar low side. Not gonna lie, that does happen. But it's like every time I have, set my bar high and I have done that, and then I have, I was reaping the fruit of this accomplishment. I felt so good that this feeling is just something that I like very much. It's such a great feeling to accomplish something so great, and you look at it or you listen to it or whatever you do, and you're like, I did that. Like, but that requires you, brings us back to conversation we had earlier. It requires you to be a little bit objective even about your own work, because you have to be able to sit there and say, okay, what I just did was total garbage. Right? You have to be able to do that. You cannot sit there and think everything you do is perfect. No, you can't, because there's no growth, right? But it's not about the growth. It's about really about not being a narcissist and about being arrogant and egotistical. Matter of fact. So it takes many times of looking at it and saying, garbage, 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 garbage. There's more times that you call your art garbage than there's times where you say, I did it. And you have to do that. But then when this happens, Akame Lilith, hello, greetings. Thank you for liking the stream. So the way you're able to scrutinize your work and subjected to really harsh criticism from yourself, you also have to be able to be objective enough to see objectively that you did a good job. When I say objectively, it means without emotions attached, and really being like, it feels to me like you're looking at your own artwork, or you're listening to your own artwork, or whatever it is, through 10,000 people's eyes and ears. Right? And then you can say, okay, I mean, it still might be shit, just because 10,000 people think it's good, but objectively, like, your professional knowledge of your art will what is the saturation on your like for in a painting, for instance, what is the saturation on your colors, what is the contrast, what is the shading, the shape, how well does it represent what, there's many aspects, and when in your head within seconds you should be able to see that many of these aspects, if it's good, good, that's of course also subjective in a sense too. It's complicated. It's complicated to explain it, but when you can see that you followed most of these criteria that would make it a good painting, then you could say, okay, I did it the right way. The shading, okay, the sun comes from this part, the shade is there. It's correct. Like, objectively, like factually, it's correct. Okay, so you've done all of these things correct. You can assume that I did good. I did good here. And don't pat yourself on the shoulder. People always say, pat yourself on the shoulder. No, don't do that. Like, that's where you become a fucking narcissist and egotistical asshole. No. Inside of your head, understand that you did the thing. And it's complete. And be happy about it. And that's it. You know? And no, the biggest thing is reap the knowledge from it that you can do that again with many other things in the future, with anything. If you can do that now, you can do it with many other things in the future. And continue to do that, you know? Yeah, and then that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Oh, wow, you guys were typing a lot. I got... Mm-hmm. It's so funny, Guar. Well, okay, of course, Florida Metal, the health, that's a problem. That's a problem because it does take somebody to be very centered and very, like, serene in their mental, emotional, and physical health. Like, it all has to kind of coincide in order to achieve greatness in that sense. And if you have this, that's a problem. It's a problem because that is something in the back of your mind that will keep you distracted and not fully on your topic. So I can understand. It's hard. It's difficult to achieve these things when you have ailments of any sort. You know, that's another reason why it gets just the littlest, like, just 2 hours of painting can be fucking hugely exhausting for me. And I look at the thing and I'm like, I didn't get shit done. It looks like I didn't get anything done. But it's exhausting because I already have ailments, physical ailments, you know, not bad, but, you know, little ailments here, but very much emotional or mental ailments, you know, and it's hard to keep this all under wraps, you know? Yeah, Kenshin, yeah, I get it. Well, I mean, learning in general, you know, you either want it or you don't. That's how I look at it. You know, you're either devoting to wanting to learn more about any topic, or you just don't want to, you know. Don't say that, Florida Metal. Well, I don't believe it. I don't think that that's true. I am certain that it's not that way. Yeah, because stream element spamming, yes, Kenjin, because people need to know. So people don't ask me 15 times in a stream, how much is it for a 3-card reading? It's right there. It's also right there that how you can get I have many messages and they have to repeat themselves. Because people are stupid. Humans are dumb. They will fucking ask you, like, I will encounter people on a daily basis that will ask me, where's the bathroom? Before they even look around to see where's the bathroom. Why don't you look around first before you ask stupid questions? Look! Open your fucking eyes. God. Alter item in just 1 second, Guar. What, you gotta pee? What? Oh, can't remember anything? What? You want me to put another stream elements in there? It says, Kanjin will be back in 2 minutes using the bathroom or something. Is that it? I don't understand how I just gotta pee, ma'am. Connects. Oh, you don't want to miss any of the stream elements spam because you gotta pee? It's okay. It's the same every time. Can't miss it. You come back, it's the same. So, you can go pee. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I was okay. I see what you mean now. Yeah, and the way the guy in your thing has his hand like this. Yeah, that's how this person is. This person's like, "Where's the bathroom?" It's like, "Bitch, look around. Look up. Look around. Where's the sign for the fucking bathroom? That's where you'll find it." No, I'm sorry. I don't have time for that nonsense anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. And exactly, Florida Metal, exactly. You worked with tourists. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They didn't even look. It can literally be right there. All I gotta do is like, oh, and a big sign with a fucking woman with a, stick figure fucking dress woman. That's where you go. Okay, you want me to hold your hand? I can hold your hand. I fucking hate humans. They're so fucking stupid. What? What kind of blood do you have? Oh, I have done that with pretty much all of the items on my altar. That's Yep, that's what we call making a temper tantrum to achieve what you want. Wow. What kind of disease was that? A disease of the blood, which is no good. My mother had a blood transfusion too. Okay, let me see if I can find, because I truthfully I am. Oh, well, sweetie is in deep slumber, very deep slumber. Oh, my feet hurt. Been already doing so many things already today again. Oh, sweet counts. We talked about crystal balls, so there. I'm bringing my crystal ball for my altar item. I love that thing. Truthfully, not intrinsically enough, but I can see many stars when I scry with my little eye in my crystal ball. I see many stars in it every time. Oh. Huh. Indeed. Yummy. You're welcome. I don't think I've ever brought my crystal ball. I've had this one for a long time. I'm not weird. you're calling us weird? You're calling us weird. Okay, yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah. People will talk. People will say things. They will never do it. Oh, Sadie, I'm sorry. Am I bothering you? Look at her. She's so good. Oh, what was that? That was weird. Sweetie, you're a sleeper? Yeah, you're a sleeper. No. It's the opposite, Kenjin. That's the problem. Because fresh smells fresh still. The bones and intestines and nests of creatures that you have in your room, they don't smell like that. They smell really rotted. Okay, you're right. I didn't mean opposite like that in that sentence, but it is like the opposite of what you think. All right? The opposite of what you think. Like an animal that's been dead for like 5 years, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you use your sign. The crib implements? Oh, like from an outside perspective? You were able to do that? No. A Vatane concert smells fresh. Of fresh decay. Of just very recent death and blood and guts. As when you slaughter an animal and then you consume it immediately after to use everything else after cleaning it and stripping it of any matter that can be harmful if decaying, you know. Yours smells old. Yep, and doesn't smell like maceration. It just smells musty, bones, and nests. It's not a good smell. I only like freshness, you see? That's your dollar store deodorant. Damn, you were burned 90%. How did that happen? So, my recommendation, Guar, is however you feel. You can make your own. You know, it will take a long time and everything, to do that. You can make your own, but you can also really just kind of go shopping, Oh, boiling water? Oh, yeah. Hmm. That hurts. Mm. Hmm. Ah. Oh, yeah, yeah. What, you were in a boiling water bath of some sort? Playing Rambo, huh? No, you weren't. Rambo's my name. I didn't play these games. I'm totally. It's. I'm sorry, Gvar. It's such a bizarre story you're telling because you're saying you're about to go swimming, but then you're talking about bar stools, and then you're talking about hitting your chin on a large pot of boiling potatoes. What? I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. You were almost naked, sitting on a bar stool, about to go swimming, and you hit your chin on a boil. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. It's. How. Where was this pot of boiling water with potatoes? You were at a bar on bar stools. You were about to go swimming where? I can't. I can't. And okay, your mother even warned you. Okay, it is what it is. Okay. Oh. Kenton. Good one. That's a good one. Yeah, exactly. Agreed. Agreed with you. I agree with you. 100%. Ah. Yeah. Yep. I'm glad it missed. I'm glad it missed the part that your underwear covered. I'm so glad it missed that part. Lucky. It's just lucky. I mean, 90% of your body, and just that, like, that would literally mean just that part of your body was missed. So that's still fully intact. I'm glad for you. I'm sorry, I can't. I cannot remain serious. No, I can't. And I don't have to. It's my fucking stream. I don't care. You got me, Kendra. You got me. You got me. Hey, I mean, things are fucked up, man. How fucked up things happen. Such awful. We sure do. Anyway. Well, I can tell you. Okay, to really like. Yeah. No. Anyway, to lighten the mood, I can tell you a good story about my burn story. Yeah, I know, right? It's fucked up. Oh, no, it's getting better now. It's not coming out when I push on it, so. Well, you must remember my blood is thin. That's what makes me so agile and everything, It's true. It's true. But it becomes thick at certain times, too. How am I still alive, then? Oh, it's because I'm a witch. I can do that. Yeah. Anyway, let me move forward. I have a good burn story for you, too. It was the time of October or so. And it was probably, let's see, 80, 90, it was probably 94, 1994, 95. And I was a little girl. Nah, I mean, no, it is actually true that thinner blood it's better. I mean, it is better when it comes to like the flow throughout your body. That's why people, when they have a heart attack, they will give them aspirin, because it's a blood thinner, so that the blood can pass through the arteries of the heart better to the canals in the heart. The canals in the heart better. Whatever you call things. It is true. Thicker blood means danger of blood clotting, and dangers of then getting blood clots that will cause heart attacks, aneurysms, and strokes, and all of these things. So it is true, but blood is a living organism in itself. It acts on itself. When the blood thickens, it is oftentimes to close a wound or stuff like that, and then the blood will thin when you drink alcohol or something like that, So it is an organism on its own. But it contains all of your life and your life force and your spirit. So you should always take good care of your blood. Don't give it to anybody, because it's your secret life. Anyway. Only to special persons. My burn story. It was October 1995. And my family, my mother, my brother, and my father and I were dining, dinner, supper, on our beautiful back porch in the backyard. And we had a pool, an above ground pool, which was covered up throughout the months of autumn or fall and winter time, because in Germany we get very harsh fall and very harsh winter. So for fall it will rain and be very cold, and then for winter it'd be even colder. And I mean, the temperatures will drop down to, even in the fall, temperatures can drop down to like the 30s or so, right? So you can imagine that the water in the pool, you know, because the water was still in there, it was just covered up. The water in the pool was probably about, I would say, 40 to 50 degrees, you know, something like that. And we were dining on the back porch, and it was colder outside, but it was, like I said, it was a very beautiful back porch. It had all covered, and, you know, and we were eating. And my mother had made chicken noodle soup, homemade chicken noodle soup. And my mother always put a very much oil in her chicken noodle soup. And she had just prepared it, and it was completely, like, it was almost still boiling in the bowl. And the way the bowl was, it was not a bowl like this, but it was one of those bowls that has a rim around it, right? So I had my bowl of soup there, and I was eating my soup, and I accidentally somehow got with my elbow or with my arm onto the rim of the bowl of the soup, and I splashed the entire soup onto my chest. And my mother started screaming immediately to my father, Dragan, throw her in the pool. And my father literally grabbed me, ran up to the pool, and threw me into the pool. The cover was on everything. Threw me into the pool and jumped in immediately after me. And my mother just kept on saying, hold her down, like to here. And I was like, no. And my dad's like, no. And my dad will hold me down. Like, there was no, like, my father fucking, like, a beast. Pure muscle, big as hell. There was no way that I was a little kid. There was no way. And my father was holding me down. And just, like, with one arm, right? Because he didn't have to. And I was up to here. And I'm like, and I'm crying. It's freezing cold. The water is 40, 50 degrees. It was so fucking cold. It was unbelievable. And I'm like, no. My mom, and I want to come up. My mom is like, do not let her up. And my dad, solid, he didn't say a word. He's like, honey, you stay down. No, you stay down there. And he held me. And I was like this in the water for like 15, 20 minutes. And then finally, my mom was like, okay, now let her come up a little bit and let's look. And it was all red, but my mom could tell, like, it's going to be okay. Like, there's going to be no scarring on my chest. But now as an adult, when I think back of this scenario, right, even, you know, in a teenage years, you know, whatever, but as an adult, I really realized my parents' reaction to the scenario was unbelievable. Was so unbelievable. My mother immediately thought about that, like, immediately thought this water will be cold enough to keep it from blistering and then scarring her chest. And in an instant when this happened, because that was like, it was all in seconds, you know what I mean? I'm like this, and I was like, throw her in the pool! And my father fucking did it immediately and held me down, you know? And it was just like, how my parents worked together as a team was yeah, when I think back on it, is really amazing to see that, you know, just to keep their daughter from scarring for life, you know? So, yeah, that was really good, you know, or having blanche or whatever happens, you know, and nothing happened, and I came out of there really good. So yeah, so that was a good burn story. with boiling oil / water. So now it started again. God damn it. I'm losing blood. Never. I have an excess amount. This is no lie. I have an excess amount. But anyway. Oh! Attacked by a Doberman. Jeez. Ah, shit. Man, you really had it rough there, Guar. Attacked by a fucking Doberman. Wow, hit in the head by a boulder. Jeez. That sounds pretty fucking wild, man. You got a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop off because, simply because I want to. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Good night. Good night. Good talks. Thank you, Akame Lilith, for liking the stream. Thank you, Assault Rifle Omen, for following. Thank you, Guar, for all your contribution, all your bits and everything. Thank you very much, Kenjin, for your contribution tonight to the stream. That was great. Thank you, Florida Metal, of course, for being here. Always appreciate you. Thank you, Serenity, for coming in. No, I really appreciate. Ah! Guar! What? Oh my god! Thank you so much for doing that. Oh my god, thank you, man. If I can say man, I don't know. I don't want to offend. Thank you so much. Well, I'll be back tomorrow, Guar. Tomorrow I'm scheduled again, so hopefully you'll come back. Okay, good. Okay. I never know. I have this accidental thing. I assume genders. I do that depending on the name. I just kind of assume. Well, thank you so much. Well, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Florida Metal. I'll see you definitely tomorrow. Thank you that you'll be here. Yeah, and oh my God, Guar, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. Thank you. That is very kind of you. Yeah, so I will see. Oh, cool. That's like, it looks like Batman. I love Batman. That's one of my favorite heroes. Yeah, I know somebody else got something to say about him. I don't care. I love the Batman. I'm the Batman. I love the Batman. I don't care. But anyway, thank you again so much, guys. Thank you, Guar, especially for the bits. And I will be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll kind of... I'm going to try to redirect the conversation tomorrow a little bit toward my topic that I had posted on in the Discord a couple weeks back. We'll talk about that a little bit more, I hope, tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Until tomorrow, until always, don't forget to mourn those in spiritual turmoil. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And until then, I say tschüss, zdravo, and bye.